Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, March 15th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief.
Who calls? Let every noise be still. Peace yet again.
Who is it that calls on me? I hear a tongue shriller than all the music cry, Caesar, speak. Caesar is turned to hear.
Beware the Ides of March.
What creature is that?
A soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of March.
Hey, just saying, Shakespeare throwing out a warning to us all. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I actually headed to the Emerald Lounge on Saturday night, and it was a pop-up speakeasy at the Annapolis Town Center, and it was fantastic. The food, the drinks, the entertainment. If they ever do it again, definitely check it out. It's gone right now. Fingers crossed that they will do it again. Speaking of the Town Center, I also got a chance to take a peek at the Bunny Bungalow, and it does look great. You can have your child's photo taken with an appropriately distanced Easter bunny, which probably is not a bad idea in any event. I mean, come on, a 6-foot rabbit probably should be kept at a distance. But you can also do it virtually, and you can also bring in your pooch or other pet in for a photo. You can get all the details at visitatc.com. Okay, long intro today. It's Monday. Let's get right into it. On Friday, Joseph Willis of Pasadena was sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences. If you remember back in February of 2020, Willis had killed Christopher Jones in his Glen Burnie apartment and taken his car. Police did locate him, and he ended up shooting 2 Anne Arundel County detectives in the process before eluding them and holding up in the basement of a friend's home. After an intense 16-hour manhunt, he was taken into custody. He pled guilty in November of 2020 and was sentenced on Friday. Willis is currently 22 years old. Thankfully, the 2 detectives have made a great recovery from their injuries. The city of Annapolis is getting some skin in the game. We have told you about the AAEDC's Inclusive Ventures program that's designed to assist minority-owned businesses get a leg up with some great mentoring and a $5,000 bonus at the end. You want to check out our bonus podcast we did with Keisha Haith about the program if you do get a chance. But the city has put up $10,000, which is some of their CARES Act funds, to go toward 2 $5,000 grants which are awarded at the end of the program. They will go to Annapolis businesses, and we know one of them is Muralize It Interiors. So good on the city, and congratulations to Muralize It Interiors. And in some more good COVID relief news, County Executive Pittman is marching on in his crusade not to have anyone put out of their home during the pandemic. Now, typically, if you fall behind on your property taxes, the county puts a lien on your home and can actually sell it out from under you. They hold the tax sales usually in May or June, but Pittman signed an executive order postponing this year's tax sales until 2022. And as a reminder, if you are struggling with anything in the county, rent, food, health, mortgage, utilities, etc., there are resources for you, and you can call the county's warm line at 410-222-3663, which also spells out food, so 410-222-FOOD. Barring any changes between now and then, it looks like pro sports will be back with fans soon. The Orioles announced that they will allow spectators at a 25% capacity, which is about 11,000 people per game. Opening day at home is April 8th when they take on the Red Sox. Masks and distancing will be required, and families up to 6 people can be seated in their own little pods. Leave your cash at home if you go, because none of the concessions will be accepting any cash this year. Finally, we are halfway through the month-long Shamrock Stroll, and I hope you are enjoying that. That's going on at all your favorite local watering holes this month. And we're also into the final week of the inaugural Annapolis Oyster Fest, so don't forget about those 2 things that are ongoing. Remember, Annapolis Restaurant Week does kick off on Saturday. We have St. Patty's Day in between there on Wednesday, so things are really starting to move toward a more normal situation, and my fingers are crossed, my legs are crossed, my toes are crossed. Anything I can cross, I'm crossing for that. Hey, did you catch the local business spotlight on Saturday with Quantum Sales? That was a really fun one for me because I don't know squat about sailing. And Charlie was just an absolutely fantastic guest. Make sure you do check that out. Coming up this Saturday, a conversation with Marty Etzel from the Flag House Inn on Randall Street. A quick thank you to our sponsors for this daily news brief: Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, and to the Bay Bridge Boat Show, which is really coming up very quickly next month. It is Monday, so of course we have Anne Arundel from CovingtonAlsina with your Money Monday report. And like always, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. George, Anne, and all the rest are coming up in just about 60 seconds.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, March 15th. The weekend brought more nice weather to the Annapolis region, and while today will be another sunny one for the area, it'll also be much colder, with highs only in the mid-40s or so, but with much less wind than yesterday's afternoon gusts, and then some precip will move into the area overnight, with a possible rain-snow mix in the very early AM hours for a few hours before a bit of rain then takes over on Tuesday, with highs only upper 30s to lower 40s, but temps will rebound quickly on Wednesday into mid to upper 50s, ahead of more rain than Thursday and Friday, before skies clear out in time for the weekend, with temps around 50 on Saturday, before mid to upper 50s and sunshine on Sunday as we move into the final third of March 2021. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Did you know that home values jumped over 10% on average in 2020? And we are expected to see more increases over the next 3 to 6 months. What's causing this rise in value? First, limited inventory. We have about 60% fewer homes on the market right now than we did the same time last year. Second, low interest rates. People can afford more home right now, and that is very appealing. Third, increased buyer demand. We literally have over 20 interested and qualified buyers waiting for the right home to come on the market, and we are not alone. If you were ever thinking of timing the market just right to get the highest price in recent history, your time has come. My team is available and ready. Give us a call today. We'll check your home's value and break neighborhood records.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Anne Arundel, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Anne Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. Last week, the market set another all-time high before declining slightly on Friday. Economic data, the passing of the American Rescue Plan stimulus bill, and reopening of businesses and schools as pandemic caseloads drop are all positive signs for an ongoing bull market. The other market we're seeing action in currently is in college acceptances and financial aid offers. If you have young children or grandchildren, we typically recommend looking at your state's 529 plan. Many states offer a tax deduction for contributions, and some offer matching funds. Here in Maryland, the state plan is run by T. Rowe Price, has no commissions, offers a state tax deduction, and has an income-based match of up to $500 per account. If you have older children and you are looking at colleges, now is the time to have an open and honest conversation with your child about what you can afford. While we all want the best for our children and make huge sacrifices for them, a college education should not be something that imperils your retirement. There are many ways to get through college without serious debt. Some easy ways to save include taking advanced placement courses that will translate into college credit, or even dual enrolling in community college during high school. Attending a community college for 2 years and then transferring to a 4-year institution is another option. Many college counselors will tell you that the graduation rate for students who take this option is lower than that for students who start at a 4-year school. But for kids who don't know what they want to do, this can be a great plan. Living at home while commuting to school can also provide substantial savings. The military pays for college in 3 ways. You can enlist directly from high school. There are opportunities to earn college credit while you are serving, and then use your GI Bill benefits to attend college at no cost. The post-9/11 GI Bill pays for tuition at the highest in-state public school rate, and many private schools waive the remaining tuition. It also provides an annual stipend for books and a monthly housing allowance. For someone who wants to go straight to college, an ROTC scholarship is another option. The service academies are highly selected, but provide a free college education. If you are considering medical school or law school, joining the military is an option there as well. If you are evaluating the aid packages that are coming in the mail over the next few weeks, I encourage you to have a frank conversation with your student. Have them look up annual salaries for their career field, then rent where they are hoping to live. Factor in taxes, health insurance, and other monthly expenses like gas, groceries, even haircuts. Then add student loan payments on top of that. Is the dream school really worth it? Or can you get the same education at a lower price somewhere else? Students can also contribute to the cost of college by working during high school and over the summer. Depending on your student, working while they are at college may be possible. Some financial aid packages include work-study programs, jobs on campus that are flexible and might offer time to study while at work, staffing an information or check-in desk somewhere. Finally, many civic groups offer small scholarships for various things. It takes time to research and apply to these, but the small amounts can add up to substantial savings. And if you are having to take out loans, a few $1,000s a year can add up quickly once you start adding interest to things. Your action to take this week is to check your auto insurance liability coverage. We recommend you have at least $250,000 per person and $500,000 per accident in coverage, with uninsured motorist coverage to match. Some of the biggest claims we'd see are due to uninsured motorists, and you want to make sure you're protected if you have to file a claim. We're hosting a webinar this week on getting into college, aimed at parents of high school students. You can find more information on our website at CovingtonAlsina.com. And for the month of March, we're donating $5 for every new person who likes our Facebook page to the Summit School, an independent school for children with dyslexia and other learning differences, up to $500. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. Covington Alsina and Great Valley Advisor Group are separate entities from LPL Financial. All performance reference is historical and don't guarantee future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in this show are for general information only and are not to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial advisor or tax advisor prior to investing. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Anne Arundel with Covington Alsina.
The all-new combined in-water Bay Bridge Boat Show is coming to Stevensville, Maryland on April 15th through the 18th at the Bay Bridge Marina, right in the shadow of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and just steps off of Route 50. See hundreds of power and sailboats on display. Shop from the top brands of nautical gear and equipment and take advantage of the many educational opportunities. The Bay Bridge Boat Show, Power and Sail, 2 shows in one. Purchase your tickets today at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. Again, that's AnnapolisBoatShows.com, and we'll see you at the show.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.